because in one thing I read about you, it's like, children are really willing to just get on the floor and start drawing with you, but that there are opportunities that allow adults or older children to express and be in that process with you, or perhaps other artists do it too, but that seems to be one of your big missions, the ability for the public to experience art but create art in a community kind of a thing, which I think is interesting, because how I found out about you is I was in the library and you had pictures up with your family project, and I was looking at them, and I actually knew people in the pictures from teaching in the neighborhood and being in the neighborhood. And so it made me feel like that you have this, you're an artist, but you have a real sense of the global community with your work. I mean, it's now going out all over the world. But so maybe you want to share some of the experiences of like the Bed Project, or when these people come together, and how you, I guess you get to watch the metamorphosis of them being like just watching and then jumping in, and I bet people change. I mean, other aspects of them come out, I'm assuming.
It's very interesting, and it actually goes back to that library show in a way that you mentioned. At a certain point, not only did I want my subjects to be local, but I wanted my exhibition spaces to be very local, and the library was just a perfect place to bring those two things together. So there were portraits of people in Hell's Kitchen, which I was exhibiting in the local library. And then I had an opportunity not long after that to take part in an art fair that was in a hotel. And that's where the Bed Project came in. So I called it Studio on a Bed, and I supplied some simple art materials, and in that case it was drawing just on paper, and I had crayons and markers and some pens, and people could come and sit on the bed with me, and I asked them to draw on the theme of family on that occasion. And that I collected up all the drawings, and we made an exhibition in the bathroom. It was like a little suite in the hotel.
Because it was the Gershwin Hotel?
It was the Gershwin Hotel, and that was the art fair. Each artist had their own little space there, and it was the hotel room. Then I took that to Governor's Island and
this is cool.
Did it on a tree, and it was a family tree. So this is kind of
I love it.
A pun, but it was one of these big old deciduous oak trees or a maple or something, and we put the drawings all the way around the tree over the course of the weekend. And again, it was the public that was drawing, and then I was using their drawings to build the installation. So that was just a lot of fun. And
I think I know it's kind of mystic, but that a store named Anthropology would do these, because really what you're doing is an anthropological sort of a thing with doing these, but having people be exchanging with you, and also allowing their little creative thing that they may have been too busy in a city like this to ever stop, or wherever you're doing it, and just take a breath and be part of mankind. It's great. We have